Hey everyone, this is Robbie, and today I'm going to be playing through the Forlorn Heart Chapter 1 Director's Cut, and now it actually has like its own little title, like subtitle to it, Daydream, which is what am Alright. And like with when I played Night Nurse Remastered, I'm joined by the creator, ArdrethShadow, and the coder, Saikanogaming, to essentially play it with me. Oh, it even says like Chapter 1, Daydream Director's Cut. So, this isn't really...
Hello.
And so...
What now?
Oh, we've started.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, you need to share the screen so we can see.
Oh!
Yeah, otherwise. Yeah. And it defeats the purpose of us being here. Yeah, good point. Yeah, so. Oh,
There we go.
Okay, let me just put that up there. There we go.
Yay!
So you need to share it with the sound. Be kind of important. Just given some of the audio cues.
Right. So all this is in the same vein as like Night Nurse Remastered. There's a whole bunch of, I guess, differences and new stuff.
Yes, in fact, this one probably has the most new stuff out of between the two.
Ah.
Before we start, I'm pretty sure we know who's gonna voice what, right? Shadow will be voicing Akane, definitely. Just so you know.
Yep.
So, just so you know.
Saw the Discord like messages. Like.
Yeah. Alright, so, anyways, yeah. Okay, well, this is actually gonna be the first time I try this because I never sing these songs because my singing is awful.
Ah. I guess we're gonna find out.
Okay, let me just find Akane's voice for a moment here. The day that I met you, I lost a piece of my heart. My head and heart are racing. I don't know where to start.
You got any mod recommendations for me? I prefer Sayori mods. Oh hey, there's some from the Perfect World Anthology. There's Night Nurse. That's a Sayori focused mod. If you want to play that. Right now we're playing through the Forlorn Heart Chapter 1 Director's Cut.
Yeah, and it features an OC nobody cares about, so sorry.
I mean, some people care about Akane, you know?
Haven't met too many of them.
Mm.
It's usually, oh wow, another OC, great. So, yeah, if you don't like OCs, you're probably not gonna like this stream.
There's a bit of a warning right there.
Yes.
So,
especially because she is the face of Team Trader, she is going to be in a lot of our mods in some way or another.
yeah. And this is ArdrethShadow and Saikanogaming. They've created this. I mean, Ardreth created
I
this.
am the writer and creator.
Yep.
Doesn't mean anything to most people, and no one listens to.
Yeah, and then Saikano's the one who coded this.
Now, aka the real genius that people pay attention to, not me, the guy who actually wrote and created this.
Okay,
Yeah, so I don't know if it's worth even having me here. Anyway. My hello there, players. You startled me there for a moment.
OCs aren't awful. My only issue with them is that a lot of them feel out of place. I don't think Akane feels like that. Hopefully not.
I guess we'll see.
You? So.
Okay. And the moon rises in the sky, a night full of drama. Passion and the bizarre often waits for you. Good evening and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Akane Kotobuki. You may also know me as the Black Rose. I'm here on behalf of the gentlemen of Team Trader since they aren't able to greet you themselves.
I mean, they are, but you know.
Hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here.
Yep.
Yeah. This time we are, but now.
Yeah.
I'll be your guide for the night ahead of us of twists, turns, and love. So tell me, players, do you believe in love?
Yeah.
I love that song.
Played one mod with OCs and they were supposed to feel out of place in that. Oh, I wonder what that
What kind
mod's
of mod
called.
were you playing?
I'm not sure.
Might sound like a silly question, but what does love really mean to you?
By the way, cool dude, you're able to like hear like Ardreth and Saikano like on your end, right? Because like, I hope you are.
Otherwise, we're wasting our time. This story in particular. Wait, hold on. I know how to figure this out. To my phone.
Ah, yes, I can. Well, that's good. Yay.
Okay, yeah, I heard myself there. Alright, anyhow. This story in particular. This story has something kind of close to my heart. This story is something kind of close to my heart, if I'm being honest. It's a story of two star-crossed lovers, and a shadow that threatens them from uniting their hearts as one. A young man struggling to find the courage to confess to the girl he's admired from afar. And the girl is struggling to be confident and love herself for who she is. You may not think it, but I was in a similar place myself at one point, but that's a story for another time. Yeah, assuming if I ever decide to visit Black Rose Akane's origins.
Probably at some point in the anthology.
Either that or I just don't if no one is interested or cares.
I mean, people are like probably interested.
Okay, well, maybe for all 3 people who are interested, I'll see. Anyhow. I wasn't lying when I said this story is personal to me, since it hits close to home.
Oh, the mod cool dude's talking about it's time to be an epic hero, but it inherently likes to crash, so I'm probably not going to play that.
I think I heard of that mod.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, it didn't look like anything that interested me. Well, you'll see why pretty soon. Why don't we get on with the show? I bet you're all just dying to see what's in store for you all. I'll catch you later, my forlorn hearts.
Set in the game that's named after.
Yup.
So,
What is it that you truly desire?
this is me. Oh man, how long was I asleep for? Wait, everyone else is gone? Everyone except for Akane? I look over to the opposite corner of the room and I see Akane, one of the girls in our class, reading silently to herself. For the longest time I've wanted to tell her how I feel about her, but I've been too shy and nervous. So then I end up talking myself out of it and retreating to safety. From the look of things, everyone else seems to have gone home. Maybe now's the perfect opportunity to at least talk to her and hope I don't embarrass myself. Alright, I guess it's now or never. I have to tell her before we graduate. I slide my chair out and nervously walk over to Akane, who is lost in the world of reading. I pass by Amy's desk, which so happens to have a strange notebook on it, which will be important later. Something about it feels discomforting and foreboding. Whatever, I shouldn't concern myself with that now. I position myself on the left side of her desk as I clear my throat. Akane, I have something I want to tell you. I'm so nervous that I mumble those words to myself. Akane looks up from her book and right at me.
Sorry, what was that?
I have something I want to tell you.
Okay.
I've liked you for a long time. Will you please go out with me?
Sorry, but are you?
My heart sinks. I'm sorry to disturb you, Akane. She gives me a confused stare as I turn away from her, quickly grabbing my things and making my way for the door. Imagine how that would be confusing from that perspective. Oh, please, I'm sorry. Don't make this any more awkward for us than it already is, Akane. I get out of the classroom and shut the door behind me, and then make my way home, hoping this feeling of shame passes once I try to take my mind off things.
Why do you hesitate?
Probably fear. And then we go. Well, I don't know if this feels like a weird thing, but Akane in the regular school outfit feels strange. The colors are a bit off. Really? Like how? Like, I mean, I guess we could pull up the sprite again.
Now look at me. The artist who made her.
I mean,
And we're not exactly on good terms anymore, so not like I can be like, hey, yeah, can you please fix Akane for me?
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they were saying that the sprite was like bad. It just like I don't know, just.
No, either way, I'm happy with Akane, so I don't care.
Okay.
That's fine.
So this is the beginnings of the time loop. So. Oh, and Amy's sitting in front of me doing whatever. Meanwhile, Akane's in the other corner of the room reading silently to herself. Aside from Amy being here, I have the strangest feeling of deja vu. I won't let that
I've
bother
been in
me.
this place before.
Yep. The friggin' Squid Game meme is popular. I wanted to talk to Akane and confess my feelings for her, but I've been too shy to talk to her about it. And I just end up talking myself out of confessing to her. The whole thing makes my anxiety shoot through the roof. The white hair just feels off with the rest of the outfit. I'm not trying to say it's bad by any means. Yeah, so...
The artist did say that she wanted to redo Akane, but like you said, we're not on good terms anymore.
Ah.
I'd rather not go into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
It's a very long, painful, frustrating story.
Ah. Be a good time to talk to her, but Amy being here just makes things more awkward. Why is she even here anyway? I see her looking through some notebook with some kind of lock as I approach her desk. Hey, Amy?
Considering the things that Amy says, should I just take her?
Oh, I mean, you called dibs on Kane, Monica, and Tarankos, and the Nightmare Ninja got like Sayori and Kodo. So.
Yeah. Up to you.
So.
'Cause I'll just say right now, she definitely does say wild stuff.
Yeah, so. I guess I could voice her? If that's not a problem.
Okay, if you want to.
Sure.
Be prepared.
Alright, so. Oh, what is it, Robbie? Not much. I was just wondering what you were doing here. I go to school here. Why else would I be here? What? Come on, I know that. I mean, why are you still here after school? I don't think I've seen you do that before. I suppose so. I kinda figured I'd stay here and get some work done. It'd be nice to go home before it gets dark outside or too late. Yeah, probably, but I think I'll be fine. Great, now what? If this whole confess my love to Akane thing blows up in my face, I'm gonna face public humiliation. Amy is an interesting person, to say the least, and that is saying the least. Maybe I should just get straight to the point here. Say, Amy, could you do me a favor and leave the classroom? Leave? Okay, what are you trying to pull here? I'm just saying that it's gonna get late soon. I know my mom would be concerned about me if I stayed here longer than I should. What about your family? What about Amy's, like, family? I mean, I guess that'll be explored later.
Possibly.
Hopefully.
Just given the reception of Amy's design, and how a lot of people are just straight up hostile towards the thought of even using her in a mod, I don't know.
Oh, really?
Like some people kind of making fun of her chin being too pointy, and another certain YouTuber, I'm not gonna name, basically being like, get her out of here. I don't want to see her.
Not even giving the friggin' OC a chance. That's weird.
Yeah, and I think I've talked about it before, but I actually looked at posts from when this character was first released almost 5 years ago, and people loved her. Like, someone even said she looked attractive, which, okay, sure, you do you, but
Yeah, whoa.
point being is, like, people liked her back then. Now they're just like basically saying like she doesn't look right, or
Yeah, what happened?
I think it has to do with the new generation of Doki Doki fans, or fans of the modding team. Yeah, that'll be the new generation.
Yeah, and there have been a lot of new OCs since then.
Yeah. So I guess like more OCs in the like whole pool of characters to use means comparisons end up getting made. Or just
Yeah, probably.
or just we look
I think
back.
some of the most well-known would obviously be like Konoha and Mio, which are some
Yeah.
of the oldest ones.
Konoha has been like used the most in terms of like mod creators using her in like mods. Anywho, so if I leave, then who's gonna stop your evil plan? Wait, what? Oh, I'm on to you, Robbie, you beast. I'm not falling for it. What kind of person you take me for? I mean, she just said a beast. Well, whatever. Even if you're not some filthy pervert, I don't feel like leaving. Okay, fine. So much for that. There's no reasoning with her, and I can't just force her out of the room. I guess I'm confessing my love to her. What?
He said, I can't just force her out of the room. Sure you can.
I mean, sure you can, but then she gossips about it, and it's like, and then she's like, oh, you are a beast! Oh, this is part of your scheme! I think that just reinforced that.
Yeah, that or the, my Robbie, I didn't know you like to be like this with me.
Physical?
Just out of the door and against the wall. She could spin it like that too.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't want to deal with that.
My writer.
hope this doesn't backfire too badly. I have to talk to her before we graduate. I reluctantly walk over to Akane's desk and clear my throat. She looks up from her book to meet my gaze. Akane? I just wanted to tell you that I liked you for the longest time.
Wait, could you repeat that?
I like you, Akane.
Didn't quite catch that. Could you speak up a little?
I like you, Akane!
Sorry, but I can't understand you. Could you please leave me be? I really need to study right now.
My heart sinks. She didn't... Damn it all. I was mumbling and jumbling my words like a fool because I was so damn nervous.
Looking like a fool.
I look back and see Amy flashing me a devious grin as she closes her notebook. That notebook. Why does it look familiar? I'm sorry. I quickly gather up my things and make a beeline for the door. I get out of the classroom and shut the door behind me. I make my way home, hoping these feelings of shame and failure pass once I try to take my mind off things.
Still running away from love.
Literally.
Because how can it be, boy, you're still a runaway?
Ah.
Also, yeah, I'll make it known now. I make a lot of song references in our mods, that being one of them.
Yeah.
From an obscure pop group from Germany that no one remembers because they're not relevant anymore.
Cascada, right?
Cascada.
Oh, Cascada. Oh.
Spanish for waterfall.
Oh, okay. I've always been pronouncing it Cascada.
Oh, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
Anyhow. Yeah, so I guess in the words of Maddie's grandfather, Cascada can either mean waterfall or a blonde bimbo.
I think I'm gonna go with the waterfall meaning.
Oh, her grandfather used to just... When she tried to talk to them about Cascada, the grandfather basically said, like, well, who's this blonde bimbo? Yeah. So technically, in this case, it's referring to the blonde bimbo.
Anywho, Amy
Don't get me wrong, I still love her voice, but yeah, anyhow.
Yeah, and the albums before 2011.
Yes, definitely. Get me started on that.
Amy's sitting in front of me while Akane's in the other corner of the room, silently reading to herself. This all feels so damn familiar to me for some reason. Well, I guess I won't let that bother me right now. I wanted to talk to Akane because the whole thing makes me feel so awkward. There's differences in lines.
Yeah, I did that because I was here like, I wonder if people are going to complain about that. There's like a certain other YouTuber who seems to complain about a lot of things I've done. But one that I will not name here just for the sake of keeping the peace.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah. I guess just in case you need to know.
So, maybe if I waste some time, she'll eventually leave. I go through some of the books in the closet area. I recognize a few of these titles, but others don't ring a bell. Which one should I inspect?
Yeah, one of these I know won't, because I took it down.
Yeah. Guess you wouldn't recognize this. Anywho.
Bill of Morality, okay, no.
It's kind of a famous novel, but I don't think it's anything special.
Like, you hear that? He doesn't think the story he's in is anything special.
Oh, yeah. Upon closer inspection, there's some kind of weird metal piece used as a bookmark. It almost looks like a puzzle piece. I think I'll hold on to it. So which one should I inspect? It's a story about a guy who's in love with 2 women. I'm sure that ended well for him. Yet, spoiler alert, it didn't.
It had great endings that made people so happy that they sent me negative messages and threats. And that's why this mod is not available anymore, because people hated it so much.
Yeah, it's weird. Even if Tainted Love was bad, there are worse mods out there.
Looks like I should know. And what is with my cough today?
Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. So I heard this book made a lot of people irrationally angry at the author. The author apparently lives in isolation out of fear due to receiving angry threats.
Kind of. Not too much anymore, but
That's good.
I keep my distance.
You, witchcraft. It's a love story about a guy who falls in love with a beautiful witch that has him as a prisoner. The premise alone makes it almost sound like dirty fan fiction, but it's actually not. I've heard that it's kind of a cute love story, but maybe not my thing per se. And finally,
Really, that's the most wholesome story I've ever written so far.
yeah, most lighthearted
I
out
am
of
thinking
them.
of trying to revisit it, but we'll see.
I mean, it's the most lighthearted out of all of them.
Yeah. That's why you could say that Wicked Witchcraft is like the black sheep out of the whole series.
A story about a guy who confessed to the girl he's had feelings for in a happy relationship. Well, kind of. I never read it, but I had the ending spoiled for me. God, I hate when that happens.
Inglir dies!
Still, that's the kind of
Sorry
relationship.
for anyone who's reading that right now in high school.
Yeah. Still, that's the kind of relationship I want with Akane. Seize the day, right? That means I need to stop hesitating and just do it, like the crazy guy with a beard says.
Just do it!
Yeah, from the meme.
Don't let your dreams be dreams! Yesterday you said tomorrow, and yeah, I don't know how the whole thing goes.
I feel like he was really
Just give
passionate
a
about.
little bit of detail about this scene. At least the coding for this, where we had to make the choices.
Yeah, that's
No, no.
actually very interesting.
Yeah, when I took over the project and I was looking through another thing, the whole thing was called damn comic. Oh, sorry, Casper. Sorry.
Well, I kind of already did, I think, so we've already
Okay.
broken that.
Okay, that's I'll let you know. Anyways, when I took over, it was so complicated that I had to get help from somebody else to make a much more simpler version, which I think that we use also in Shutter Time Rewind, the same coding for that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Listen, both those mods were being developed at like the same time, so they do share like certain ideas, but also little coding tricks like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the coder we previously had, like, yes, he did make it very complicated. Of course, he left before the project could ever be completed, and kind of took the progress with him, so we have
Yeah,
to
because-
start from scratch.
exactly.
Hence why this mod came out like a year later than what I hoped it would have.
Yeah, it was like a release date for it, but delay happened.
It is what it is.
So anywho, continue now. Sorry. Yeah.
A little bit of history there. Yeah, well, not much going on here, really. There's some drawers in here, too, but those seem to be locked. I look back over and Amy's still there. God damn it. Well, I guess I'm confessing to Akane with Amy as my witness. And that whole thing feels familiar to me somehow, but I don't know why. Okay.
Oh, Akane, I confess to you with Amy as my witness. I have a ring this big for you. It was. It took me a long time to get it.
Okay, my mind is made up. I'm gonna confess to Akane. I'm gonna seize the day! At least I want to, but then I totally freeze up as I'm right in front of her desk. God, not now! Akane looks up from her book, giving me a confused stare. Yay, you actually know who I am.
Is there something I can help you with?
Oh, hi, Akane. I just wanted to say... line.
I think there's like a little bit in interference right now. Maybe.
Yeah. Say what?
I like your shoes. Akane is understandably confused as she looks down at her feet and then back at me.
Thank you, Robbie. I'm glad you like them, even though they're the same shoes that everyone else in this school wears.
I like yours specifically.
Yeah, specifically, why? Well, that's for you to speculate.
Yep.
Even though I don't know why you're looking at my feet.
Yeah, make a theory about it. And now she thinks I'm some kind of weirdo. Great. As I go back to my seat, I notice Amy giggling to herself as she hides her face behind the notebook she's going through. Really smooth, Robbie. I bet Akane will be head over heels for you now that she knows how much you're into her feet. Nice going. I ignore her and take one last look at that notebook. Why does it look so familiar to me? I waste no time thinking about it as I grab my stuff and leave the classroom out of complete shame.
Sitting in shame. Go chase a dream from heaven above. Which is more to the song.
Was I asleep? Wait, everyone else is gone. Except for Akane and Amy. I can't ignore it anymore. This feels so damn familiar, and I have no idea why. It's almost like I'm in some kind of time loop, like this movie I saw once, except I can't remember a blasted thing. Doesn't look like the two girls are bothered by anything. Well, I don't know anymore. The only thing I do know is that aside from Amy being here, it's a good opportunity to try and confess to Akane before we graduate. As I get out of my desk, I check my pocket and find a strange metal puzzle piece. How did that get in there? Well, I'll just hang on to it for now. What are you doing, Robbie? You know, aside from being so strange? Nothing! Nothing you should be concerned about anyway. Oh, looks like this tiger's got some claws. I like it, okay. What do you want, Amy? I don't know. I'm the one asking the questions, Robbie. I just saw you pulling something out of your pocket, and I want to know what it is, that's all. I don't even know what this is, but I can't tell her that. I was just making sure I had my house keys on me. Oh, well, that's all you had to say. Was that so hard, Robbie? What are you doing? Probably being kind of condescending? I doubt you'd understand, but I'm looking over this academic journal I picked up this morning. There's this new museum exhibit opening this weekend I was interested in. I had no idea you'd be interested in that kind of thing. Here I thought you were super into spiders. Why does everyone keep saying that like it's a bad thing? I don't know, a poem about it got pretty popular. I take a look at the journal and notice a picture of a strange-looking mask with a detailed write-up. There's more to me than just being a spider lover, you know? I'm not so one-dimensional like the girls from those pervert games you play. What kind of person do you think I am? Besides, those are visual novels, not pervert games, Amy. It's all the same to me. So, that mask? She pauses to look at the picture and then back at me. I just really admire the craftsmanship of these things, you know? These ancient civilizations are just so fascinating to me. I heard this mask was used as some part of rituals the locals would perform at the time. Just what kind of rituals? The less you know, Robbie, the better. Life has many doors, after all. Well, that was an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both had a kick adding that line in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if anyone will get the reference, but basically the original line was, "Life has many doors, Ed boy."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the line did feel a little bit different. Not one I'd like...
that wasn't the original.
Yeah, not one I'd like to have again if I'm being real. I back away slowly as Amy gives me a devious grin before looking back at whatever the hell she's looking at. I turn back around and I'm suddenly face to face with Akane.
Oh, hi, Rob. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Akane.
You look like you were going to say something. Is there something you needed?
Come on, just tell her. Stop hesitating. Be up front with her. Akane, I like you and I want to be by your side for the rest of our lives. The hell did I just say to her? Her cheeks turn red as she looks away from me. There's a pause before she speaks again.
But I'm not really into guys.
Huh? Before I could say anything, Amy pushes past me. I think we should get going, don't you?
Yeah,
There we go.
it's going to be getting late very soon.
I stand there in shock as Amy takes Akane's hand to help her out of her seat. Upon gathering their things, they exit the classroom. Before leaving, however, Amy stays back just long enough to make a rather obscene gesture to me with a devious grin. Jeez.
Obscene.
Obscene!
I don't know.
What? Were you gonna say something, or...?
No, I was gonna come up with a joke, but I totally forgot about it now. I was gonna go more into that, but yeah, Robert, continue.
Okay. That's
And there is a joke I can make here, but I don't know if that'd be okay.
I mean, what's the joke? What's the contents of the joke? Like, what's it about?
No, what scissoring is all about.
It's an
Ah.
adult joke. Yeah, pretty much an adult
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes. You can kind of blame one of my former mentors for letting me know what exactly it was.
you mean like scissoring?
Yes.
Hmm.
She used to have a running joke on her Twitch channel, something like, "Do you know what scissoring is all about?"
Yeah.
And I think...
And that scene, I momentarily thought back to that, and like, yeah, that's what Amy's kind of trying to imply. Because, yes,
Oh. Okay. Huh.
very perverted.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. As the two girls leave, I sit back at my desk to take a moment to rethink a few things.
You want to go home and rethink your life. Your will and honor strong.
It's everyone else is gone.
You were asleep for exactly 7 years.
It's been 7 years. You need to move on.
Or 1,000 years. I don't know if anyone gets that song, but that's what I thought of.
Ah. What song specifically?
I forgot the name. I think it's called White Rabbit.
Okay.
Rabbit.
Everyone except for Akane? Okay, I know I've gone through this before. Yeah, quite a bit, actually. What the hell's going on here? I look around and I see a
I
stack
don't
of
know.
papers on a desk next to me. And then spot a notebook on Amy's desk right in front of me. That notebook. What is it? I get up from my desk to take a look at it. That's when I see that it has a square-shaped imprint on it, as well as a strange combination lock on it. I move to get closer and I feel something in my pocket. I reach in and I pull out what I can only describe as a metal puzzle piece. What if... Could it? I place the puzzle piece in the notebook and it fits. Looking at it some more, there seems to be room for maybe 3 other pieces. I don't know how I got this one. Where am I gonna find the other ones? As I put my hand...
Maybe you can get some, I'm sorry. Who knows if you get some more, you'll be able to make the Millennium Puzzle. Sorry.
The literal Millennium Puzzle.
Yeah, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! For anyone.
Yeah, I've watched.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh!
I know. At this point, I should just get used to the fact that no one knows what the hell we reference.
I mean, again, it's like, I watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I mainly watch the duels. They're always so interesting to me.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah. Why do they have my name on them? It's all like past assignments I turned in. Why are they here, though? As I rifle through them, something slides out and clatters to the floor. My eyes widen as I get a good look at it. I then look back over to the notebook. Pick up the object and place it in the notebook. It's a perfect match. So it's another puzzle piece. Ask and you shall receive, I guess. It's 2 of them, but I don't know where the others are. I take the 2 puzzle pieces and place them in my pocket. As I neatly put the papers back how I found them, I hear something, or rather someone. Someone's singing in the distance. So, oh, it's question marks, so... I mean, I don't know, Saikano, you haven't voiced
You
it.
and I know who it is.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, who's the character? Or...
Well, you'll see.
Like I said.
Alright.
Like I said, we know who it is.
Right,
You'll see, don't worry.
my heart is
Don't worry about it, so continue.
pierced by Cupid. I yearn to hold you dear. You're none who can console me but my magic cavalier. I slip out the back doors to not disturb Akane as I try to figure out who's out there. I don't know why, but this song, I almost feel like it has a hold on me. His eyes that shone like emeralds, his hair as black as coal. My happiness attend him wherever you may go. From here to all high heaven I'll wander, weep and moan, for my noble champion until he comes back home. This song, this melody that I don't know if I'm singing well at all. Something about it feels...
So you're kind of off, but...
Yeah, off.
Like I said, I don't expect anyone to know.
Yeah.
Because I'm a weirdo that way.
I don't think you're a weirdo for listening to like obscure bands. Something about it feels familiar, yet totally foreign to me all at once. My body starts acting on its own as I begin walking toward one of the rooms further down the hall. I open the door and that's when I find her. My heart is pierced by Cupid, I yearn to hold you dear. There are none who can console me but my magic cavalier. Ooh. Amy? Oh, Robbie. I mean, hasn't anyone ever taught you to knock before you enter on a woman in private? That song just now. Oh, so you heard that. Yes, you might say I was just doing a bit of practicing, that's all. Singing practice, you mean? Something like that. You still haven't answered my question, though. Oh, siren song practice. Sorry. Just heard someone singing and I didn't mean to barge in on you like that or anything. I suppose it's alright. It's not as though I was getting undressed or anything. You're in a classroom. I turn away from her as soon as she says that. It's like, Brace! Oh? You better not be thinking anything, you beast. Back to this. You probably came in here just to surprise a helpless girl, pinning her against the wall to tear away your clothes and have your way with her. There's an irony to a character calling someone a pervert and then being just as, if not very much more so, perverted. I was going to tell you that I think you have a nice singing voice, but I don't think I will now, if that's how you feel. Ah, so you like the way my voice sounds. Well, my, Robbie, are you falling for me? Come on then, Robbie, go ahead. Go on and fool me. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. You're right. What would Akane think? What does she have to do with this? Anyone with eyes can see it, Robbie. It's pretty obvious you like her from the way you gaze at her. I don't think I haven't seen you struggling to have a conversation with her lately. I let out a defeated sigh as I slump into a nearby desk. Relax, it's not as though I'm going to tell her or anything, or sweep her off her feet myself. Wait, what? She is very pretty, that much I can say. Possibly one of the most beautiful girls in our class besides Kotonoha and Himari. Hey, mentions. If we're talking the most beautiful girl in the entire school, there's more competition there. Because now we have to consider girls like Destiny Tenjuin. Tenjuin? Joan, there we go. And of course, Monica Akiyama. But I digress. Going back to Akane for a moment, she's very shy and reserved as well. I don't think I've heard her speak up often thinking about it. So I'm not sure if I totally understand that girl myself. Maybe it's that mystery surrounding her that makes her so alluring. I stay silent as I struggle to find a response to that. Amy lets out a sigh before she speaks again. Tell me, Robbie, do you believe in fate? Where's this coming from? Could be asked quite a bit. Oh, nothing specific. I've just always found the idea of fate rather fascinating, especially the idea of trying to defy it. Do you think it's possible to fight against fate itself? I mean, that depends on if you think fate exists. I don't know why you're asking me, but I guess anything is possible. After all, the future isn't something that's written in stone. Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. You're not making much sense here, Amy. Don't worry too much about me. I'm just rambling to myself at this point. Speaking of Akane, though, don't you have something to do? God, you're right. I gotta run. I rush out of the room and back to our classroom. I want to tell Akane about my feelings before we graduate. And Amy won't be there as a witness this time. And back in. I nervously approach Akane's desk, my knees knocking. This...
Okay, there it goes.
Oh, what
It's
happened?
lagging like you can't believe.
Oh, why?
Yeah, it was lagging a lot. I didn't want to say anything. Yeah.
Yes, kind of hard to say anything when you don't know what's happening.
Why was it
And
lagging?
anyhow, pretty much after Amy was giving her list of the top girls in the school that she has a thing for. What's up? Are you looking too well?
Okay, is it still lagging a lot?
Wasn't lagging there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You have to remember, Akane's voice is very soft and raspy, so, like, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, now it's lagging.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
If you don't mind me saying, that is.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Akane? Well, you see, I like you, Akane. Please, would you consider going out with me?
It's your birthday.
What? It's October 29th, but I don't know what that has to do with anything.
See? Scorpio.
What's wrong? When is your birthday then?
November 15th.
It's like 2.5 weeks apart.
Sorry, but I don't think we're compatible with each other. There's a reason for that. If anyone cares to know.
I mean, I care.
Okay, well.
What are you saying?
Well, I guess not.
Oh, what? What?
Oh. I think there was a
No,
lag
go
in there.
ahead.
I think there was a
No,
lag.
go ahead. Keep going. I said, no one really cares.
So keep going then.
Okay, then. You're a Scorpio, too.
Yeah. If I can't even talk, that's annoying.
Sorry about that.
I mean-
I think it has to do with the connection issues we heard. So I think we need to fix that. How do you think we can fix the connection issues here? So we don't keep lagging here with everything.
Back. So,
Two Scorpios as a couple can often lead to a lot of drama, heartbreak in the end. It's from my experience. I don't think I'd be able to take that. Yeah, I guess for anyone who does care, Kane is based on a girl that used to mean a lot to me by the name of Darlene. Her birthday was October 29th. My birthday is November 15th. So, I basically swapped birthdays between the two characters as to not make it too obvious.
okay.
Kane basically embodies some of Darlene's qualities mixed with my own. So you kind of get to see a little bit of Darlene that used to mean a lot to me. And she was also very interested in that kind of astrology stuff. So by proxy, so was Akane.
Okay, then.
And I don't necessarily know of two Scorpios like that. I didn't get to read that. I don't know if two Scorpios together
Oh, shoot, sorry.
necessarily leads to a lot of drama, but it sure did lead to a lot of drama between me and her. I'm sorry, but I don't think we're right for each other.
I'm left speechless as Akane gets up from her seat and gives me a sad smile. She then gives me a polite kiss on the cheek before pulling away, so...
I'll be happier with someone else. I promise.
I can't say anything else as she turns on her heel and practically rushes out of the door. I'm very tempted to run after her until I feel a hand on my shoulder. It's Amy! When did she... Let her go, Robbie. You've lost this time. This time? Oh, I've said too much. Well, I should be off now. It's Amy's turn to rush out the door. What is going on? Like I'm living in a cuckoo clock or something. I take my bag and make my way for the door. I don't even bother with the papers on that desk. Right now, I feel like my heart was just torn out of my chest and stomped into the ground. I take one last look outside as the sun begins setting. In doing so, I see something out there. Or rather, someone. Ah, there we are, Jugral. I'm hallucinating. That's what it is. I'm not feeling well. I should get going. I take my things and quickly walk out of the room.
Why do you challenge your fates?
Okay, time out here. Feels like I've gone through this before. If that's the case, why am I the only one freaking out about this? I almost don't want to bother confessing to Akane right now, even though I want to. I'm having a serious existential crisis here, and I don't know what's going on. Robbie, what's the matter? You don't seem to be yourself right now. What? You're just imagining things, that's all. Then why do you look like you're having a nervous breakdown? And why were you busy making Google eyes at Akane all day? Now that's just, don't deny it, Robbie. I didn't think anyone would notice. It's more of an obvious, Robbie. Almost anyone with eyes can see that you've got it bad for Akane. Really bad. To be honest, I don't blame you, since she is one of the most beautiful girls in our class. And as you have stated, just one of them, there's others. A little too quiet and reserved for me, but maybe she's right up your alley. You think so? You're weird. She's weird. I think you'd make a great couple. At least you make a cute, weird little couple that'll have tons of cute, weird children. Where did you get off? So quit your worrying and just confess to her. Wait, you said anyone with eyes knows I've been looking at her. Does that mean Akane knows it too? I don't know. You're not helping here, and I think that's the point. Well, if you know about it, then what do you think? It's all up to you. But considering how you're becoming a nervous wreck before you even walk up to her, I almost think you're a lost cause. Gah, who asked you anyway? You did, genius. Fine then. I don't know what came over me, but I get out of my desk, pushed past Amy, and went straight up to Akane's desk. She looks up when she notices me in front of her. As I open my mouth to speak, my mind goes completely blank. Akane, when you... God, I hate when that happens.
Your face is really flushed right now. Do you have a fever?
No, I'm perfectly fine.
Oh. Well, alright. Was there something you needed help with or anything?
I just wanted to say, I like you a lot, Akane. I've liked you for the longest time.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to turn you down, Robbie.
Am I not good enough then?
Robbie, you're a good guy. Trust me. I just think it's better that we're friends.
Saikano, you wanted to say something, or? Okay.
Don't worry. I'm not going to think you're weird or make fun of you for liking me. Like Green Passion Monica.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you're right.
You know, it's getting kind of dark outside. I think you ought to leave I think you ought to leave in case you don't have anything else to do here.
Are you good?
Me? Like I said, her voice is a little harder to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is why it's like, I am pretty much better off taking it. I know her better than anyone else, her voice included.
Alright.
Just stay here and study, though.
Could I stay here with you?
Robbie, you don't have to do that. I don't want to inconvenience you in any way. I'll be fine here, so don't worry. You see, though?
Oh, is it lagging again, or?
Hooray for freezing.
What, it's frozen?
Yeah, it's freezing again, so you better do that thing again. But you have, like, go back to the main, to the Discord so you don't. Yeah, it's freezing again.
I mean, it seems fine on my end. Like,
Yeah, it seems to do it only on Discord for some reason, so.
yeah, it doesn't do that on Twitch.
Stop freezing. on Discord. Yeah, Discord doing it.
I think Twitch is fine.
Yeah, it's just Discord.
And we could always like switch to the Twitch thing if you want.
Yeah, that was worse.
Yeah.
That's why we were using this in the first place.
Okay, let's see if it. Anyways, okay, you go on, Shall. Let's see if it still does it.
Okay. You really are good coming, Robbie. Wanting to stay here with me like a gentleman.
God, I can't even
Pay
like
close attention to her face.
God, it's like, I can't even really see the Discord thing on mine because like your stream is still running. We've paused this preview to save your resources, so I can't even really see like your end from my end or whatever phrasing would be.
Yeah.
I just have to deal with it. Being so sweet and considerate. I know you'll make some lucky girl happy.
I think I heard of something called like Parsec or something. Is that like a...
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I mean, either. So,
Or like we could do like Zoom or something.
yeah. But we would have to get Zoom for that, so.
Yeah.
See if it keeps doing that. Well, to be fair, I'll let you know when it freezes up. See that? We can always fix it. If it does it again, we'll let you know, right?
Alright. Wait, line, I think.
I already read that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I see. Well, then I guess I'll see you around.
And like I said, pay close attention to her face here through this whole scene. Yeah. I'll see you around.
Take a look at her before grabbing my stuff. Amy doesn't look at me or say anything as I pass by her. I take a quick glance outside of the fountain area. That's when I spot someone. You again. Why does this person feel familiar to me? More than that, why are they giving off this murderous aura? I give my head a shake and look again. There's no one out there now. How bizarre. Maybe the stress is getting to me. As I get to the door, I take one last look at her. Upon doing so, I notice she covers her eyes. Bye, Akane.
Robbie.
Yeah. With that, I take my leave.
When will you accept the truth?
I wake up in my classroom for what seems to be the 20th time. At least it feels like I've done this so many times. I look ahead of me, Akane and Amy. Yup, this feels like the same old song and dance as usual, and yet it seems I'm the only one that's bothered by this. Most people would have some kind of existential crisis right now, but for some reason I don't feel that way. It's almost as though I've become numb to this feeling because I've gone through it so many times. Yeah, that's probably it. Is that really the case, though? Honestly, I'm not sure. Thinking hard or just hardly thinking? What? You have this dopey expression on your face. You look more dopey than you usually do. Penny for your thoughts? Is it about Akane? What is it to you, Amy? No need to be rude, Robbie. Only saying that you're usually staring at her from a distance a lot. It almost seems like you're obsessed with her. Believe me when I say I know a few things about obsession. You're making it sound like I'm stalking her or something. I didn't say that, now did I? Although if the boot fits... I didn't ask for you to call me a stalker, Amy. Or a beast or a pervert. Then maybe you shouldn't be acting so creepy, Robbie. Creepy? Is that what Akane thinks about me? Real talk, though. You legitimately don't look very well. You should probably go home or something. I give a tired sigh as I turn my head toward the window to collect my thoughts. I'm jolted awake when I see... him? Wait, who is that? Why does he seem so familiar to me? Amy! What? Who's that outside? Amy looks out the window and then turns back to me. What are you talking about? I don't see anyone out there. Huh? I look outside the window again. Sure enough, there's no one out there now. There are no traces of whoever I saw out there whatsoever. You're really starting to freak me out, Robbie. I'm not kidding around this time. You're so out of it that now you're hallucinating. You're trying to create a scenario. What? No, I feel fine though. I don't know what's going on with you, but you need to see a doctor somewhere about this. I said I'm fine! I almost raise my voice as I say that. Alright, fine, be that way. Whatever you say. If you're not gonna listen to me, then maybe stepping outside for a bit might clear your head. Right. I might just take you up on that. I get up at my desk and slowly walk to the door. As I'm walking, I feel something in my pocket. I reach in and pull out what look like 2 metallic puzzle pieces. I don't remember putting these in my pocket. Whatever. I put them back and resume going to the door. I quietly pass by Akane's desk and step outside. I've wanted to confess to Akane for the longest time, but if I'm not in the right frame of mind, I probably shouldn't. I almost lost my temper at Amy for crying out loud. As I begin to aimlessly walk through the hall, I hear a piano playing in the distance. There's only one room in the entire school that has a piano, and that'd be the music room. Curious, I make my way over there. CG. I step in, and I'm surprised to see Monica and Kononoha, a girl in my class I'm sort of familiar with. It seems they're just kind of having fun playing music together. They both stop once they catch a glimpse of me.
I didn't think we'd be having an audience, Kodo.
Oh yeah, that'd be you, Saikano. You called the dibs.
Oh, sorry. Oh. Actually, I didn't think so, Monica.
Huh? Oh,
That's okay, Robbie. We were both just sort of having fun anyway.
Right. For being such a big fan of music, it's a shame we never had the chance to practice together like this.
oh, that's right. I almost forgot about you practicing the piano, Monica.
Yeah. I think I've gotten the hang of things since Kodo's been giving me lessons here and there.
It slipped my mind that she was the president of the music club. I'm a little surprised you didn't join them, not gonna lie.
I did think about it, but since I wanted to put my focus on another one of my passions, well... Seeing how well we've done with the literature club, I think it's safe to say I made the right choice.
Seems like forever since I joined the literature club. Really enjoyed all the time we spent together as a club and how we've all connected. Yeah, I'm glad I got to join and meet all of you, as well as getting to reconnect with Sayori.
Oh, well, thank you, Robbie. I guess that means I was able to accomplish what I set out to do with our club.
It's such a shame we'll all be graduating in a few months, though. I really am going to miss this school and all the memories we had to track.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah, I'm going to miss all of you.
We can still stay in touch though, right?
We definitely can.
You can try.
Time moves so quickly, though, and changes come with it.
What was that?
I know it.
I can only hope we don't drift apart. And if you wonder, there's like someone's watching TV, so there's not much I can do about it.
Ah,
So,
okay.
I miss you all terribly. terribly. I suppose that's why I suggested to Monica that we just have a bit of fun in the music room before exams keep up on us.
Yeah. Guess you have a point there. There's a brief silence hanging over us until Monica gives me a smile.
It's also just like, I just cannot believe that I subconsciously basically made this a tainted love reference, or like reverse tainted love.
Oh, yeah.
Music, them together, but no, I'm talking about everyone drifting apart and being forgotten.
Hey, probably another one of the ideas from there are little bits and pieces that happen in other, like... Oh,
So,
alright, yeah, you did read it. Yay! So?
have you told her yet?
My face feels red as she gives me a peculiar look. It'd be funny if you could remember the loops, and it's like, yes! Multiple times!
Aw, he's so adorable when he's blushy. I think you should let down on the teasing though, Monica. You're gonna break him if you go too far.
What are you talking about?
I heard Kodo, Robbie. Time is going by pretty quickly, and we're going to be graduating. Have you told her yet?
Is it that obvious?
Anyone with eyes can see it, Robbie.
That sounds familiar.
Sayori's even told me about how you often... Sayori even told me how you sometimes talk about her.
Damn it, Sayori.
She has a point though. You don't want to sit around later in life thinking about what you didn't do when you had to let the chance slip by you. Slip by, right? Right. Yep.
There we go. I know you're right, but...
You do know that Akane is a friend of mine, right? We both talk to each other a lot, but I know this is something totally different. I could put in a good word for you so you can talk to her privately about it. I'm sure she'd be willing to listen if I told her it's you.
I know, but I just feel like this is something I have to do on my own. Call it stupid pride or whatever, but I want to talk to her without any help.
I think I understand you, Robbie. I can respect that.
That's good music.
I agree with Kodanoa, though. You don't want to look back on this years from now and regret never asking her out, do you?
No, I don't know why I just freeze up whenever I've tried to talk to her. It's called social anxiety!
It doesn't help that Akane's pretty shy in her own right sometimes.
Quite the conundrum, if you ask me.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and leave you to your jam session.
Oh, wait, Robbie. I know it's a bit silly, but can you do a favor for us?
Favor? What kind of favor?
Would you mind getting us something from the vending machine? We've been at this for a while now, and, well...
We're both quite hurt from all the time we spent here. Not to mention, I feel as though someone hadn't even heard about this wonderful invention called the air conditioner in the school. Angry Kodo.
Now that you mention it, the school does feel kind of warm.
Before I can say anything more, Monica puts some... Oh, what?
I said, and more tainted love.
Ah.
Almost word for word after this.
Damn. Before I can say anything more, Monica puts some change in my hand.
There you go.
Monica, wait,
No, Robbie. Robbie. There's no need to worry. Besides, I'd feel bad if I made you pay for the both of us. I'm the one asking, so it's only right.
Alright. You don't have anything specific in mind?
Just regular water should be fine.
Same for me. Thank you, Robbie.
I walk out of the room as the two club presidents resume talking. I don't really pick up on anything as I tune them out.
Are you sure about not telling him?
Oh. Connie pretty much told me the same thing.
Huh? Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Hope I said that right.
Yeah, you did.
Kind of.
Eh.
At least the way I always imagine it being said, because there's a very specific, like, voice clip I heard somewhere in this game, but for the life of me, I cannot find it anywhere.
Like what?
Of a girl
Like,
doing that. That's always kind of like my headcanon for what Kodonoha would probably sound like in Japanese.
like in terms of giving her like a voice actor?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, I did make, like, this stupid thing of, like, who I would headcanon as, like, voice actors for them.
It's not stupid.
Money was not a problem, and I didn't have to worry about any sort of, in-between stuff.
It's not like stupid.
You know, like, if I could hire anyone I wanted to voice any of them, then, Anyhow. It's kind of funny, don't you think? You have these two shy people head over heels for each other, and yet they're both afraid to talk to each other.
Quite ironic, and yet you two really were made for each other, don't you think?
I'd say so. I just wish I could help them somehow.
Just general advice. Thinking of one. Was any of that like new at all or no?
Some of it was Kodonoha's ha.
Okay.
That is sort of like her catchphrase in a sense at this point.
Gonna do a little be right back thing. So.
Okay.
And we're back. So,
Welcome back.
alright, so as I go up to the vending machine, I start putting in Monica's change. As I scan the selection of drinks, I see a shadow looming from behind me. I quickly turn around just to find nothing there. I don't know what's going on with me today. I shake it off and punch in the numbers for 2 water bottles. As I reach into the machine, I feel something metallic alongside the 2 bottles. What is this? I take the 2 bottles and then I reach in and pull out a small piece of metal. It can't be, can it? I take out the 2 metallic puzzle pieces and hold them up. They match. What even are these things and why do I have them? This day gets stranger and stranger. I put all 3 puzzle pieces in my pocket and take the 2 water bottles back to the girls. Here you go, you 2.
Thanks so much.
Quite the gentleman art, ain't ya? I imagine you surely make like a girl happy.
Ah, well, it's no problem at all. Well, I guess I better get going then.
That was a hint that she was dropping. That
Yeah.
also wasn't in the original.
Yeah.
Remember what we talked about? Oh, okay.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I know. I walk out of the music room and return to my classroom.
Robbie,
And do be careful. Don't rush into things. Don't rush into things and first without consideration.
says the one who usually rushes into things without consideration.
Exactly.
That is generally good advice. I look at the clock and then back to Akane. How long was I gone for? She's already packing up her things.
If I've been here for so long, I have to get home.
As I walk up to Akane, I suddenly stop. Monica's words buzz around in my head and yet... Hold up. Ah, there we go. Would Akane even want me as a boyfriend? I take a step back. I can't do it. I can't tell her. What'd she even want with someone like me? Creepy. Is that how Akane might see me?
I'll see you tomorrow, Robbie.
Huh? Oh, see you, Akane. I wasn't even paying attention. I hadn't realized she passed by me. Well, I guess I won't know what she thinks about me now. I didn't even get a chance to try and tell her how I feel about her. I let out a defeated sigh as I go back to my desk. Amy isn't there anymore, but she left her notebook behind. I take it in my hands. It feels so familiar and yet kind of dangerous too. Why though? It's just a notebook, right? I slide it into my backpack. I'll give it back to her when I see her tomorrow. I then casually make my way out of the room.
You continue to fight against fate.
Wake up in my classroom for the 30th time. I look ahead of me. There they are. And yep. This feels all so familiar in ways I can't explain. I don't feel that way at social crisis. Because I've gone through it before. Is that really the case, though? I get up from my seat. I want to confess my feelings to Akane before we graduate. Before it's too late. As I approach her, I hear all sorts of words buzzing around in my head. Thank you, Amy. Kind words of encouragement. Cautious words telling me to live without regret. Deprecating words telling me I'm nothing but a creepy loser that Akane would never want to talk to. That's when, as if on their own, my legs take me away from Akane's desk and right back to my own. I grab my things and take a look out the window. There you are again. He's out there. It's as though he's waiting for me. What does he want from me? I'm not sure who he is or what his deal is, but that's the feeling I get. This person feels familiar to me. I feel something in my pocket. I reach in and pull out 3 metallic puzzle pieces. I slip them back into my pocket. For some reason, they feel familiar to me, but I'm not sure why. My bag feels a little heavier. I look inside and find a notebook that seems identical to the one Amy has. I'm tempted to ask her about it, but then I don't. I just go to the door without saying a word. In the end, I wasn't able to tell her how I felt about her. Maybe next time around I'll have the courage to do it. Or maybe I'll just talk myself out of it like I always tend to do. Now being an example.
You reach out for the future you desire.
Hopefully. Oh, my head! Oh, that's a bad start. I wake up in my classroom, my head painfully throbbing. I look ahead of me, Akane and Amy. I'd like to confess to Akane right now, but I'm not feeling so well. I gotta get out of here. Whoa! I get up and I'm hit with vertigo. I stumble as I try to keep my balance. I should probably go home. I don't know how I ended up staying so late anyway. I grab my stuff and stumble to the door. As I stumble, I feel the world around me start to fade away until... Oh.
Yeah, that was some major lagging. Okay, well, anyway. Robbie Sakamoto. Welcome to the zone of darkness. Really darkness, because I can't see anything now.
Yeah, definitely dark. Is that name...
I have summoned you here for a purpose.
Is that naming of the place new?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been studying you, and I must say, how very bold. You continue to fight against fate itself, and cling onto your modest little dream of companionship with this young woman.
My body is frozen. I can't move. The room is dark and it seems I'm all alone now. Well, with one exception. This voice. Who is this?
Me so much of another young babe who thought he could manipulate fate. Save the woman he loved. Pitiful. In the end, all he was met with was despair and pain. Tell me, what do you think will happen if you continue with things as they are now? Eddie, you don't even realize the truth, do you? Much like him, your fruitless struggle will continue. Your fruitless struggle will bring you the same suffering and despair he subjected himself to. What do you have to say for yourself?
I don't even know what he's talking about. Even if I could, I can't actually talk anyway since my body is completely paralyzed.
Oh, my apologies. I suppose you would prefer to speak to me yourself, would you not? Very well. Consider yourself lucky, as it isn't often I allow anyone to have an audience with me.
Who are you?
I am the one who lurks in the shadows. I am the one who manipulates time.
I think they cut off your line there.
I am the one.
There we go.
So,
God damn it, did it again?
It cuts off like that, so yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
who would that be?
Someone you know all too well, and yet someone you've never met before. It's not. You continue to struggle because you do not realize the truth, Robbie. You are in a constant state of denial. You can't run forever, though. I'm aware of how much you feel your mind slipping. Even your body is starting to fight against you. Tell me, do you feel it?
I can't answer him.
You will accept the truth in time, Robbie. When you do, your fruitless struggle will cease. Your fate is sealed. You cannot run away from it, no matter how much you resist. In the end, you will only harm yourself more than you already have. All in the name of love.
What are you talking about?
Yes, the first of your bloodline to reach out to me. The fool called upon me to save a young woman he loved from sudden death so long ago.
Yeah, the OG Shattered Time was released quite a while ago at this point.
It was because of love. He struggled and endured so much pain and torment. Although he's specifically talking about STRMC.
Ah, STR.
Yeah. Eventually, you'll see what happened to that original timeline, but for now, yeah, just... Oh, it's still in play, but it's not going to be referenced as much.
Okay.
Yep. He was truly a shattered soul.
Eh?
Hopefully people get the reference.
Yeah.
There's still people who don't realize that this is all a series. Yeah, I kid you not. I had someone recently ask me, is there going to be a sequel to STR? And I'm like, did you not look at the end credits when it said STRMC will be back in Modern Crusaders?
Guessing the answer would probably be no.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how much more clear I can make it for you guys.
Yeah, at least I think they liked it enough to want a sequel.
Yeah, but still, it's like, yes, there is. I even name drop it for you all.
Yeah, Modern Crusaders!
Yup. One of my favorite songs I like to listen to. Anyway. Then there was another fool who made a deal in exchange for the safety of his true love. This is another one, by the way.
Captive Heart.
A heart. A heart held captive, only freed by his love. Now he is a captive heart himself.
Guessing this is new.
Yeah, that is new, and for all the people who thought the captive heart referred to MC, no. Captive heart, the title refers to Monica, an MC who sets her free. Not the other way, or, well, not MC being held captive. You're trying to tell me you want things to end the same for you as it did for them.
What do you know about love? I bet you never know love or friendship at all. If that's the case, I almost feel sorry for you. I ended up regretting those words as Tarakos' voice roared with anger and I felt my body being struck with intense force.
You know nothing of the pain and torment I have endured, nor do you know of what I've lost. You disrespectful little worm! No one dares to speak to me in such a way. No one dares to refuse my goodwill. You are a fool, Robbie. And you will lose.
still feel myself being thrust backward with extreme force. I'm literally thrown out of that dark void and back into the classroom, where I end up colliding with a ton of deaths in the process. That can't be fun. I can hear Akane's panicked voice asking me if I'm okay and begging me to answer her. I then catch a glimpse of Amy, who's staring at me curiously. I look back at Akane, who's still understandably freaked out. I'm sorry, Akane. I feel my consciousness fade away before I can even apologize to her. Oh, a second. Are you gonna say something?
You not love your fate.
Oh, I was about to say that it was not lagging anymore, but it did that again.
Yeah, I can hear the music again.
Yay! Another morning has arrived, and with it, another day of school. I get up and stretch a little bit before getting my uniform ready and starting my morning routine. I set my alarm to be extra early for today because I have something planned before school. I want to make sure everything goes right. For the longest time, I've had my eyes on a girl who transferred over to our school at the start of the year. Her name is Akane Kotobuki, and I've got a class with her. I've spoken to her occasionally, but this time it's different. I want to tell her how I feel about her, but I'm not sure how. I go through my breakfast routine almost mindlessly, still thinking about my plan of action. I want to ask her out, but I want to make sure everything goes right. After clubs yesterday, I slipped a confession letter into Akane's locker as I was walking home with Sayori. Probably to be read in Chapter 2. Cheesy, I know, but I'll turn into a clumsy mess otherwise. I was embarrassed to put my name on the envelope. Then again, I'd signed the letter with just my last name, so... Why did I do it that way? Guess I'm already turning into a mess. And still, even with that confession letter, I don't want to leave it at that, though. Akane is a very special girl, so I want to make her feel special. She's friends with Monica, so I've caught glimpses of her here and there whenever I see Monica around school. She's always had this upbeat attitude, and it's very apparent when she shows that endearing smile of hers that melts my heart. Her aquamarine eyes are beautiful as well, but what am I talking about? Getting lost.
Hello!
Yep. Say
Hello?
what?
I said, hello.
Sayori? I'm pulled out of my daydream. Hey, title drop. As I hear Sayori calling out to me and knocking on my front door. I rush over and greet her.
Hey, Robbie, are you ready to go to school?
You're up early, Sayori.
I slept pretty well last night, so I got up with plenty of energy. What about you?
I'm okay.
So, are you ready?
Actually, Sayori, I've got something to do before I head into school this morning.
Oh? What are you gonna do?
You know that bakery not too far from here that opened last month?
Do I ever? They have the most delicious cakes over there.
That's where I'm heading.
If you wanted cake so bad, you could just ask Atsuki.
Are you crazy?
Oh, come on, Robbie, you're just being silly. Natsuki won't get mad at you over something like that.
Well, anyway, the cake isn't for me. It's for... I can't bring myself to even say her name right now. What's wrong with me?
Oh, it's for Akane, isn't it?
I nod nervously, like, yay, you guessed right.
You already gave her the love letter, Robbie.
I know, but do you really think that's enough?
I like to think so. Our heart will be doing cartwheels over the moon if I got a wonderful love letter from a guy I like.
She doesn't like me though. Sayori looks like she's about to say something, but then she stops. I feel like just bored of this. That some stupid letters spilling my cheesy feelings out to her.
Hey now. You know that Kanye is some kind of mean girl like Destiny or Momoko, right? She's really nice. She likes a lot of the same stuff you like, too, you know? I think you get along great.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten about any of that. Just from some of the times I've gotten to speak to her, she really is something else. Maybe that's why I feel like I have to do more to show my to express my feelings to her.
You really are an old-fashioned guy, Robbie.
What do you mean?
It's a good thing. There ain't too many guys like you out there anymore.
Yeah.
Trust me though, no matter what, Akane's gonna appreciate everything you're doing for her.
You think so?
I know so, Robbie. I still think you're going overboard with this whole confess my love thing, but I know you. Once you make up your mind, there's nothing I can say to change it.
Yeah, I guess he's stubborn like that. Yeah. I just feel like this is something I have to do in order to seal the deal.
Alright, Robbie, then I'll see you at school. Make sure you let me know how it all goes at lunch today, alright?
Got it. Sayori waves goodbye to me as she heads out, bound for school. I let out a deep sigh as I take my things. I lock the door and make my way toward the bakery. Well, they call it a bakery, but it's really this kind of fancy cafe that also happens to have baked goods ready to go. Hey, is it me or does this background look different?
Oh, it's the same one.
Ah,
Yeah, it's pretty much the same one here.
Literally the same one we've been using since Captain
so,
3 years ago.
I know, I don't know,
And I even realized a while back that Captive Heart came out in May of 2021, so yeah, it has been almost 3 years.
Yeah, wow. I don't know, I just had a thought that this kind of looked fancier. Like, I don't know, I don't know how to phrase it. Like, more, I don't know, I'm just gonna stop. With a name like the Cordy Corner Bakery, you'd at least think they would, right? Once I get to the display counter, I go through the selection of sliced cakes. I was lucky I had Monica to go for simple questions about Akane, which sadly came with some teasing at my expense. Everything has a cost. It was worth it to find out Akane loves chocolate about as much as I do. My eyes land on a fresh slice of chocolate cake. The Devil's Chocolate Cake, to be precise. One of their hottest sellers. These are always sold out by the time I get out of school. That's why I wanted to be there at least 10 minutes before they opened. I tell the person at the counter I want the chocolate cake, pay up, and then go on my way. I can't really pinpoint when I started feeling this way about Akane, but I'd have to say it happened just after the festival. We kind of met on accident. Something about the aura she gave off. She just had this warm, friendly vibe about her, almost like Monica and Sayori. That's probably how she wound up being friends with Monica. I know she's tried to get Akane to join the literature club, but she's been too nervous to join for some reason. That and she has a part-time job at a store that doesn't really allow her time to go to clubs. That's partially why she often stays after school to finish homework before leaving. Although we've spoken, I've been struggling to talk to her lately. It's been mainly when I've seen her alone and not with our mutual friends. After the whole high school love confession thing, and I guess it makes sense. Nerves, essentially. I know it might seem a bit hopeless with me admiring her from afar, but what else can I do? Well, other than outright confessing to her. The letter is supposed to help her warm up to me a little and admit my feelings without scaring her off, hopefully. The cake will be what seals the deal. Sheesh. Why does this have to be so damn confusing? That's the million-dollar question when it comes to love. Sayori and Monica have teased me a little bit once they caught on, but it doesn't bother me too much. I remember how Akane caught me reading some manga during lunch a few days after the festival. I expected her to laugh at me for liking little kid stuff, but instead she was deeply interested in what I was reading. That's when I found out she and I had some similar interests. It was so easy to talk to her then, so why am I having problems now? It was like an accident that happened out of nowhere, but here we are now. I've fallen for Akane and I want to do what I can to finally ask her out. Wait, what time is it? Dang it, I think it took too long over there. I need to get to school as fast as I can. I pick up the pace as fast as I can. If I'd have known it would take me this long, I would have woken up earlier. Damn it, being out of shape isn't helping me either, although this will certainly help me get in shape. As I'm running, a bouncing blue ball followed by a little boy cut across my path. As I'm about to start running, the sight of a bus catches my view and honks its horn loudly. Little boy. Hey kid, watch out! I throw all caution to the wind as I rush into the street and shove the kid away. After that... Ow! My head! I wake up in my classroom, my head painfully throbbing. I look ahead of me, Akane and Amy. This feels all so familiar in ways I can't explain. Most people would have some existential crisis, but I don't feel that way. I look down at my desk and... Has this slice of cake always been here? Nope, it has not. As I reach over to grab it, a searing pain shoots from my fingertips all the way over to my head. God, what's happening with me? I look at the cake again. For some reason, it feels familiar to me. I pull my hand back as I look over at Amy. This all feels very familiar to me somehow, but I can't put my finger on why. It'd almost be a good time to confess to Akane if she weren't here in the classroom. Why is she even here anyway? I see her looking through some notebook with some kind of lock as I approach her desk. What is with that notebook? Hey, Amy? Oh, what is it, Robbie? Not much. I was just wondering what you were doing here. I go to school here. What? Come on, I know that. I mean, why are you still here after school? I don't think I've seen you do that before. I suppose so. Or not, I don't know. I kind of figured I'd stay here and get some work done. Wouldn't it be nice to go home before it gets dark outside or too late? Yeah, probably, but I think I'll be... Oh, this is familiar. That didn't work out. Although something in the back of my head tells me I shouldn't have expected less from her. Yeah, not really. Just leave, damn it! Yeah, so, could you do me a favor and leave the classroom? Okay, what are you trying to pull here? Yeah, I'm just saying that it's gonna get late soon. And my mom would be concerned about me if I stayed here longer than I should, so... You plan... Wait, what? There's the beast thing again. Where'd she pull that from? And again, she just said a beast. I feel like... Would you leave if I gave you some cake? She raises her eyebrow at me. You want me? What? No! You rude, thoughtless pig! Am I that ugly to you? Is that what you're saying? How dare you talk that way to a woman like me? Contradiction.
There's a fandom, apparently, but, well, we don't. We're fine with how she looks.
That's not what I meant at all. I mean, you're, in a strange way, I guess Amy's attractive in her own right? I'd rather not tell her that, though. If you're into the sort of shy, nerdy type, she kind of fills that. New the Messenger 94. Oh, hey! There's a follow. So, you have this, you've got an aura, right? At least until she opens her mouth and you realize how weird and how much of a borderline freak she is. And that whole thing goes out the window. Oh hey, Messenger, this is a Doki Doki Literature Club mod called like Forlorn Heart, Chapter 1, Director's Cut, and the title's Daydream. And so far MC's like stuck in a time loop, but now there's a slice of cake. There's like he's got a few puzzle pieces in his pocket. There's OCs, there's Akane there. I mean, there's Amy here with the red hair, and then there's Akane, who's the focus of this mod. And I'm also here with the creator and coder, which is also nice. So...
everyone, ArdrethShadow here.
How's it going?
Yep. And that was saikanogaming, so yeah. And that whole thing, I don't think I read that. And that whole thing goes out the window. Between her and Akane, I'm starting to wonder if I have a thing for girls with glasses? Yeah, that does seem to be a coincidence, doesn't it? Your braids are really cute, and one thing I should... Never mind. Besides, I'm set on confessing...
This is trivia. Arlene used to wear glasses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so... like I said, a lot of Akane is based off of her. In fact, like, people who have seen what Darlene looks like compared to Akane have even said, like, they see a resemblance.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I remember one time Darlene and I, just for lol, switched classes just to see, like, how blind are we?
And how'd that go?
There you go. Yeah, it didn't work out that well for me. Apparently I'm freaking blind.
Damn. Anyway, besides, I'm set on confessing to Akane, who I think leans into that whole cute, nerdy, shy girl archetype a lot better. Okay, so you don't think I'm ugly? Very well. You're at least a better man than I took you for. Still, though, what are you trying to accomplish with bribing me? I bet you don't even have any cake. No, I do. In fact, it just so happens to be on my desk. I point over to the small bag with the styrofoam box. Amy practically shoves me out of the way as she inspects it. Wow! Is this the devil's chocolate cake from the QWERTY store bakery? Corner bakery. Why did I say store? The one and only. I can let you have it if you'd like. There's just one thing I need you to do. Let me guess? Yeah. Oh, would you look at the time? I better get going before my mother gets on my case again. Yoink! Amy plucks the bag from my desk, scoops up the rest of her things, and happily makes her way out of the classroom. There she goes, eating my cake. Well, whatever. At least she's gone now. There's nothing standing between me and Akane, so I should get to it. As I walk, I feel something in my pocket. 3 metallic puzzle pieces. Something about them seems so familiar and yet unnerving as well. I think nothing of it as I put them back in my pocket and approach Akane's desk.
Robbie? Did you need something?
Yes? Well, Akane, I just wanted to say that it seems like I have it all figured out until I'm right in front of her. Then my mind goes completely blank.
Yes.
I brought you some cake. Oh, God.
Really? I love cake. So, where is it?
Good question. I just gave away the only piece of cake I had to Amy as a bribe. I guess I forgot it. Way to go, Robbie. Yeah, just offer her something you don't have anymore. 300 IQ move. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Akane so grumpy.
Grumpy?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's about the last show. Anyway, next time, don't give me hope.
Right.
Please be a little more creative the next time you try to do some sort of the cake is a light prank on me.
That went well. Great. Not only are you a liar, but now she hates you. I mean, it wouldn't go that far, but, you know. Defeated, I
For
go...
him, it's like, feels like everything is going wrong. So
Yeah, it's part of his character.
kind of exaggeratedly thinking, like, yeah, she totally hates me now because I lied to her this one time. Like,
Yeah.
maybe realistically, she's gonna be mad at you for a while, and you might kind of have to try to win her trust back, but, you know, it just feels like everything's just, you know, going to hell right now.
Yeah, the human mind can do that to you. Defeated, I go back to retrieve my things and head out the door, not even looking back at her.
Stop resisting your fate.
Ow, my head! I wake up in my classroom, my head painfully throbbing. This doesn't feel like the first time this has happened. I look ahead of me. Kane and Amy? This feels so familiar. I look down at my desk and this slice of cake. Somehow I feel like I recognize this cake. It would almost be a good time to confess this to Akane, and this cake might just be my ticket into her good graces. I take the bag and approach Akane's desk.
Oh, hello, Robbie. What's up?
Hi, Akane. I got you this cake.
Oh, I love cake. Wait. Is there any specific reason why?
Oh, no reason. I just got it because I was in the neighborhood and I felt like giving you this cake. Okay, Robbie, what are you doing? I'm not really into cakes anyway, so it'd be nice if you'd have it. Yes, because going to the bakery to buy cake when you don't like it makes total sense. Akane becomes visibly grumpy at my pathetic display.
I see.
Grumpy.
Do you always do this for every random girl in the school?
What? No, absolutely not.
Or do you think I'm super easy and want to add me to your harem? Momoko, you no-good little tramp.
Oh, ooh, there's a story there.
And hopefully one we can tell in chapter 2.
Check.
Any other mods that feature Momoko, because he actually has quite an interesting story, I'll say that much.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
I'm aware of the things she's been saying about me. I honestly thought you were a better person than believe those rumors, Robbie.
What are you talking about? I didn't know Momoko was... Wait, no, that's not it. I'm just trying to...
You think you're some kind of player?
I mean, he isn't, but... I mean, I am in a different sense. Player hater? This doesn't involve you.
And she sticks her tongue out at you.
Yeah. Just have to go, nee. Akane becomes visibly angry, and what she does next shakes me to my core.
In Yusa's trivia, this was actually a lot meaner until I decided to tone it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thankfully, Akane does not say the original lines I had her say anymore. Either in this or the original release. So.
In a bit of coding history, when the original coder did this, he didn't really understand the emotion that Amy was doing there. So I pretty much no, this is a better emotion for Amy for this player hater line. So there's a little bit of history there, and yeah.
Ah, he did the wrong, like, sprite?
Yeah. He basically gave Amy, like, this angry, annoyed expression, like, yeah, why? He's basically poking fun at MC. So she's joking, like, she's kind of happy, you know, having some fun with it.
Oh.
Akane's being like, you think you're a player? Play a hater. You know, kind of.
Yeah.
He's trying to bounce off Akane's, like, mean comment about him, and, you know. So it's like, yeah, he didn't quite get it. Thankfully, Rocket Man is gone now, and, well, Ninja was able to, or Saikano was able to kind of pick up on that better.
Good job.
Anyhow. Listen, I'm busy right now. I have school assignments that aren't going to get done on their own. Why don't you grab your stuff, go find some other girl, and fuck off.
I think this also, like, has more impact because it's the first time that someone really swears in this specific game.
Yup. I bet Momoko Takahama is available
I like it gives the swears like
shade.
more impact.
That's shade. Yeah, that's
Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yup.
Was that?
So now you kind of know possibly what kind of character Momoko is.
I don't think this was in the original. This
No, it wasn't, because at the time, I was still trying to figure out Momoko's character. Before, she was just random, stuck-up bully girl.
now.
But afterwards, I'm here like, you know, considering we're trying to add more to this anyway and fix some stuff, why not? Dare I say, why not?
And we added a little bit more. Oh, sorry, continue.
No, go ahead.
And we added a little bit of history of why Momoko is the way she is. I don't think we're gonna focus on it in anything, so.
Yeah, not in this mod in particular.
Yeah.
In a future release, yes. But, yeah.
Look forward.
Otherwise, yeah, now that we kind of figured out who Momoko is, it's like, now we can kind of, like, you know, incorporate her into this story a little bit better.
I wonder if like.
And give, like, some foreshadowing, like, yeah, she is kind of a threat here.
I'm wondering if other like mods will allude to the history at least.
Oh, I can tell you, with one of them that we're planning, you're definitely gonna know the history.
Okay.
That one's gonna be a while off, though, but I can tell you right now, you're definitely gonna know her history.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yup.
But I'm sorry. So I go back to retrieve my things and leave the room without looking back. Even then, I could almost feel those aquamarine eyes burning craters into the back of my skull.
Why not accept the truth?
Yep, I had. This doesn't feel like the first time this has happened. And then the loaf. Yeah, in ways I can't explain. The slice of cake, and yeah, it feels familiar. Might be the ticket. If you phrase it right, that is. So I take the bag and approach Akane's desk.
Oh, hey, Robbie. What's up?
Hi, Akane. I got you this cake.
Love cake. Wait. Is there any specific reason why?
Alright, let's see. Oh, it's because I've liked you for the longest time and I want you to have this as a gift.
Oh, well... I'm sorry, but I can't accept this.
What? Why not?
Such things are wasted on me. Besides, I wouldn't be able to repay you for your kindness with a gift of my own properly. Here you are, getting things from me and being so sweet to me, but then... Considering how tight money is with my family, I can't promise you any gifts in return.
Guessing that'll be explored more in chapter 2.
Yeah, will be. Some girlfriend I would be right. A guy like you shouldn't be in a one-sided relationship with me.
That doesn't matter, Akane. I'm not asking you to give me things. You don't need to get me anything. The only thing I want is your time. I don't care if we can't go to some fancy restaurant or afford expensive gifts. I don't care about stuff like that. Even if it's just watching a movie on TV or ordering takeout, that's fine with me. I like you, Akane, and I just wanted to treat you to this cake. I'm not asking for anything in return other than your time and a chance to prove myself to you.
Sorry. I don't deserve this. Go ahead and treat yourself to that cake. I know the Cordy Corner Bakery's cakes are to die for.
I can see
Or
like,
die from.
die from. Whoa.
Yeah.
Just don't waste your time or energy on someone like me. I deserve someone like you.
Well, that's not true. If anything, I'm the one that's not good enough for you. You deserve someone that'll love and treat you right, Akane. You're an amazing girl, and I love talking to you. Please don't talk that way about yourself. Akane gently kisses me on the cheek before pulling away from me. Are those tears in her eyes?
Very sweet, Ravi. You're thinking that way about me? Please don't. Just forget about me!
I'm able to say, whoa. Okay, there we go. I'm unable to say anything else before Akane grabs her fangs and she takes off. Akane, wait! And like that, she's gone. At first, I almost felt like that was her politely turning me down, but then, as I saw the tears in her eyes, I just felt my heart break for her. I couldn't bear to listen to her say those things about herself, though. Akane, you mean more to me than you might ever know. As much as I wish I could do something, I can't right now. I'd like to run after her, but with that head start, she's probably on the first floor by now. There's no point lingering around here. I passed by Amy to collect my things and go on my way.
You cannot escape your fate forever.
Okay, I feel like this is
Now I get to see why this is a horror mod.
Oh, yeah, get through this. So, my head is hurting. How long have I been asleep for? Wait, forget that. What's going on with the sky? Yeah, it looks straight out of an apocalypse. At least the color of the sky. Yeah, that's the moon, but the sky is blood red. I look around the room and see that I'm completely alone. Alone except for Akane, that is. Okay, keep calm, Robbie. Maybe the sky being red is just your imagination. It's nighttime and you've got to be totally tired right now. Try to think about something else. I look down at my desk and see, has this slice of cake always been here? Why does this feel familiar? If we ignore this whole Armageddon scene outside, it would almost be a good time to confess to Akane since we're alone. Freaking give a backdrop to confess too late. I liked you for the longest time to freaking blood red sky.
I mean, if the world's gonna end, why not?
Yeah, might as well. Might as well go out with no regrets. Or as very little regrets as possible. The cake might be my ticket into her good graces. I've been wanting to confess to her forever, but I've been so hesitant. Laughable, I know. I mean, no, it's not, really. Well, maybe I should at least talk to her. No idea if she's noticed the sky or not. I look out the window just to take a closer look for myself. That's when I notice someone by the fountain. So no one's voicing him, so... I don't know, Saikano, do you want to voice him, or...?
No, you can have him. No, that'll be you.
Yeah, we can have him.
Alright. Accept your fate. I back away quickly. That shadowy person seems familiar somehow, but I don't think I want to find out why. I also haven't spoken to you at all up to this point. But, okay, I have to be imagining all this. Yeah, that has to be it. That moon, that shadowy guy, all of that is just the stress getting to me. If that's the case, maybe there is no red sky and everything is fine. Akane doesn't seem concerned at all, right? Oh, am I kidding? It looks like it's the end of the world outside! Okay, just try to remain calm. Looking over at Akane again. If we are in danger here, I have to make sure she's alright. Unless she doesn't see the Armageddon outside, then I might be seeing things. And if not, then we might have to evacuate or get to safety somewhere. I won't let anything happen to her. I turn around to look at Akane. I take a deep breath and approach her desk. Akane, are you okay? Did you take a look at the sky? I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe we should get going? It doesn't look safe out there, so I just... There's an eerie silence as she stops moving. Akane? She slowly turns to face me. That startled me. A sinister grin plastered on her face and those beautiful aquamarine eyes. They've been replaced by a pair of red glowing spheres that glare at me with wicked intent. Her face has been twisted into something straight out of a nightmare. That can't be her. I try to back away, but then she brandishes a knife in her hand as she gets up from her chair. Akane?
I think you cut up there.
Yes, there's the flag.
There you are, Robbie. I've just been dying to see you. I never want to be apart from you ever again.
You're not a Kane, you can't be!
Don't be silly, darling.
Oh, darling's capitalized.
Of course I am.
I need to get out of here. I run to the door, frantically trying to turn the knob, but it won't budge. Damn it! Akane starts to slowly approach me, laughing to herself like a deranged maniac. I run to the other door, and it won't budge either. What? What's going on here? Holy shit!
Why are you running from me?
I don't know, maybe it's the friggin' knife you have in your hand?
Love you, my dearest darling. Don't you want to be with me? Forever?
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
You love me, Robbie.
I like a reference to the
Kind of.
MLP episode.
I've only seen the clip of it.
Yeah. You should watch the show itself, honestly. It's surprisingly good.
I loved you for oh so long now.
I get away from the door as she lunges at me. You're not Akane! The real Akane wouldn't do this!
Real Akane is too afraid of her own feelings. Here, though, that's not the case. Now, just let me take care of you for the rest of our lives, darling.
Goodness, or couldn't now. What kind of psycho night nurse act are you trying to pull here? I run over to my desk and grab my backpack. I reach in and grab whatever I can. I doubt there's anything helpful in here, but I might as well try. I pull out a notebook. Seriously? Damn it. I don't know what good this'll do, but whatever. I aim the notebook and throw it at her, hitting her in the forehead. As it lands to the ground, I realize that this notebook isn't mine. I don't have time to think that over as Akane stumbles over to me, her movements no longer so fluid. Akane?
I am not the enemy. Let me be your remedy.
Yep, these are song lyrics.
Yep.
She didn't even... She's moving so bizarrely. Almost like a robot or a puppet. I haven't had to draw the whole time.
And yeah, these are the lyrics from the Night Nurse song from Viscona.
Ah. You really like that game. Unless you're a different person. Anyway, again, I don't know. I need to get like Steam money and then we'll see. For some reason, there's a voice in the back of my mind telling me to take that notebook back. I dive right for it, snatching it up and slide over to a window. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this. I back up and take a running start before jumping out the window. I look around.
Action hero style.
Yeah, action. Yeah, that's straight out of an action scene. I look around. Akane doesn't seem to have followed me, thankfully. I also don't see any signs of the Shadow Man anywhere. Whatever the case, I run as fast as I can and book it all the way home. I don't know why, but I have to keep this notebook safe. I have to run. I have to live.
Do not yet understand. Apparently not.
Yeah, I think this is a good stopping point for now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is like maybe the halfway mark, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it was interesting. Some new bits here and there. So
Yep.
yeah, have a good time or like.
Yeah.
So are you?
I had a good time.
That's good. So are you able to like like, I guess, show up and like collab to do this like again next week?
We'll see how things work out.
Okay.
My living situation is kind of different now.
Oh, you
Yeah.
moved?
We'll see.
Oh, you moved?
Not exactly. Like I said, I'd rather not go into it right now.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So this Friday is more of like DDLC summertime. Gonna finish up around there, maybe, or just play some of it. I don't know. And then next Tuesday, if like you two are able to like do a collab thing again, we'll do like more Forlorn Heart and potentially finish that.
Yep.
So, all right. So yeah, I guess I'll see you then.
Bye, everybody.